Hello and welcome to 7 National News. Here are the headlines. Aldar reveals steps towards long-term growth and sustainability. Landlords given go-ahead to raise rents. And more than 100 people killed in stampede in southern India. The financial framework for property developer Aldar has been approved to help solidify the company's future growth plans. The company has revealed the steps will include a 10.5 billion dirham impairment charge for assets, the reimbursement and sales of 10.9 billion for infrastructure on Yas Island, the placement of a convertible bond of 2.8 billion with Mubadala, and sales of residential units and land for 4.5 billion to the Abu Dhabi government. Aldar chairman Ahmed Al Saeed added that the structure will provide a platform for which they can continue to capture commercial opportunities to deliver value to shareholders. Dubai landlords have been given the go-ahead to raise rents should their developments be leased at rates well under what similar properties would get. Should developments be leased 25 to 35% below the average price index, owners will be allowed to increase the rental value by 5%. The government has said it will keep the 5% rent cap for 2011 and that RERA's rent index will be the main reference point for any rent changes. Experts say the cap extension will not have an immediate impact on the market. And rumours have surfaced that Etihad may not make the deadline on its $12 billion bid to acquire a 46% stake in Kuwaiti firm Zain. The company heads say the bid will expire unless enough shareholders enter into an agreement by tomorrow, where commitments from shareholders have been on edge. Etihad may extend the offer deadline, but support from Zain shareholders will be paramount. And insiders say Zain must sell 25% of Zain in Saudi Arabia for the deal to materialise. And for the first time in the UAE, a complex eye operation was successfully performed at Al Ain Hospital through the use of a Magellan ring. The ring gives surgeons the space required and reach to remove the cataract-affected lens. This method is considered the most efficient for increasing the size of rigid small pupils and is highly recommended by doctors as it's likely to reduce post-operative abnormalities in pupil size and function. Al Ain Hospital is currently in the process of building a state-of-the-art facility which is scheduled to open in 2013. And it's been revealed that 300,000 people visited the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque during the month of December. The final day in 2010 witnessed the highest number of visitors at 27,000, and over 25,000 visited the mosque on the country's 39th National Day on December the 2nd. The Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque Centre is keen on recognising visitors and informing them on the features on the structure which portray the aesthetics of the Islamic art and their peculiarities in Abu Dhabi. And a stampede of pilgrims returning from one of the most popular Hindu festivals in southern India killed more than 100 people and injured 44 others, according to police reports. The stampede was set off on Friday night when a group of pilgrims in a jeep drove into a crowd of worshippers walking along a narrow forest path as they returned from offering prayers at the hilltop Sabrimala shrine in the state of Kerala. The annual 2-month festival attracts millions of worshippers to the remote temple, and an estimated 150,000 devotees were thought to have taken the narrow path out of the forest hills when the stampede took place. Women today have a wide range of treatment choices that fight the complex mix of cells in each individual cancer. At present, undergoing a breast biopsy is a painful process. However, a recent study has revealed new ultrasound techniques which are less abrasive and valuable when identifying cancer. These new techniques could mean fewer unnecessary biopsies in the future. Jennifer seeks out how the technique works.
After conducting examinations on approximately 115 breast masses, Dr. Sadake from Nagaya University School of Medicine in Japan has found a new and unique way of identifying the differences between benign and malignant tissue in breast cancer patients. This ultrasound technique has proven to be 79% accurate and may prevent patients from having to go through unnecessary biopsies.
Elastography at the moment is still very much I would say, towards the end of the research phase. The current results that are coming out at the moment from the newest type of research on it are very encouraging. And if they continue to be as encouraging, I'm sure that it is going to end up becoming something that we will use routinely in all patients where there is an indeterminate answer as to whether a lesion is malignant or not.
Medical professionals in Dubai believe that treatments are advancing and helping in the early detection of cancer cells. However, if the technique currently being studied does advance, it will be a step forward for the field of radiation treatments.
Treatments for breast cancer are very advanced and they're standardized globally, and so they're very effective. Ultrasound elastography is a technique that's emerging recently. There's been some positive information about it, and of course, as long as these novel advances are scientifically studied, so we know exactly how they should be applied and in what situations they should be applied, then obviously that's very good news.
We're getting much better at treating breast cancer. Before, we used to do, just sort of chop the breast off, and we didn't have much else to offer the patient. And this is, not that long ago, in the last 50 years. And since then, we've become better, number one, at treating the patient as a whole, so taking them as an individual, deciding what they need. You don't necessarily have to lose your breath. So we're doing less and less surgery with better results.
Cancer is the third leading cause of death in the UAE, and breast cancer accounts for nearly 22.8% of all the cases. Medical professionals in the UAE only hope that these new developments will further strengthen the international fight against cancer. Zain Fatima, 7 National News.
And after the break, we take a look at unique Emirati artworks at the Baladi exhibition.